Libra, tap into the subtle shifts around you. The balance you've been seeking is about to reveal itself in unexpected ways. So listen closely to both your heart and your intuition. Together, they'll guide your next move. And the energy we have surrounding you today is going to be the King of Wands energy. Libra, you inspire. You're a natural born leader, okay? You are full of visions, you are full of plans, and you are very passionate, okay? And when you are healed, you move in confidence, a beautiful confidence, okay? Passionate confidence, all right? What you're not seeing right now is some type of block, something that's keeping you from your fullest potential, to that healed Libra that we all know and love. Okay? And it could be blocking your finances. Okay? It could be a mentality. It says staying in lack mentally can manifest unwanted desires. So change is necessary. And that's what I feel like is going on. What you're not seeing is something that you need to change. Okay? In order to bring back stability. Okay? In order to remove blocks. In order to restore your softness. In order to restore those characteristics about Libra that everyone knows and loves. Yeah. I think you're at this point, you're weighing out the options, but you know what you need to do. You know exactly what you need to do to create to create balance, to restore. You know exactly what it is that you need to do. Okay? Are you going to make that decision? It says you have everything you need. You have everything you need to make this decision. It's a difficult decision for you emotionally. This decision is partly cloudy. Like it's partly cloudy. It's a difficult decision, and your judgment is partly clouded, and possibly because of your emotions, because it's this decision. It's almost like you have a bias when it comes to making this decision, because whatever it is that you need to make a decision about is attached. It has some type of emotional attachment to it. Okay, that's clouding your judgment. Oh yeah. Yeah. But this attachment is no good for you. It's this attachment that you have to making this decision is toxic. It's toxic. Tell me more, Spirit. It's like you have the power to change the outcome. You have the power to change the outcome, but you need to make a decision to release from this toxic attachment. Possibly could have something to do with a connection. And then you need to make a decision about a toxic attachment. whether that's to a person, place, or a thing. You need to make this decision, okay, in order to turn the wheel of fate or the wheel of fortune and it, create balance in your emotions, okay? You have to move on. In order to get this balance in your life, in your emotions, okay, you have to move on. And you have the willpower to do it if you choose to. You do. You need that in order to, yeah. hmm Okay, Libra, you need to, yeah, you got to make a decision. You got to make a decision. And honestly, I think you are going to make that decision. I think ultimately you are going to choose to release yourself from this toxic cycle because you don't want to go through a cycle of karmic lessons or a karmic cycle. You don't want to continue a karmic cycle. Okay? You want balance, you want structure. Okay? And I think you're going to move on from this, or I think you are going to move on. And if you're not planning on moving on, let me just, yeah, yeah, you're gonna move on. I think you're coming up with a decision. Yeah, you want structure, you want stability. I think, Libra, you're finally choosing to move on from this connection. I think you're choosing to let it go. And once you do that, you notice that things start to shift and change. And you start to come into this sense of balance. And it's gonna start with your emotions. It's gonna start with your emotions. And then you're gonna have this progress. I'm sorry. And with this decision that you make regarding this toxic attachment, okay, it's gonna bring you towards a new beginning. Okay, new beginnings and success. Yeah, it's gonna balance everything out. Justice. You are making that decision, Libra. You better go. I'm so proud of you. You are being obedient and doing exactly what you need to. And then guess what? You're gonna have something new that comes in. Something that is going to be fulfilling in the right way. Okay, not surface level, not a physical fulfillment. This is gonna be like in all aspects, you are feeling fulfilled. Okay? Yeah, this is what you truly deserve. This is what you truly deserve because you are a person of, you're like, you are a person who is, well loved, you know, well loved, well liked. Okay? You have a good heart. You're not a bad person. You aren't I'm trying to say. You are a person of love, and honestly, you move in a way. Like I'm getting the energy of a Libra who, you know, is very vibrant, very confident. Inspires others. They can lead a pack. Okay. And this is the normal energy of you. Okay. And I feel like with certain connections that happen in your life, and I think this is in general, just depending on the type of connection, people, places, and things that we allow in our life, it kind of deters us. Okay. If that makes sense. This is not for all, it's for some, but I think that a lot of times who we choose to allow in our lives, where, like I said, people, places, and things, whatever we choose to, could play a part in our decision making, play a part in our choices, okay, our next steps, okay? But ultimately, with Libra, you are this vibrant, successful, abundant person when healed, when making the right choices. And I think that with this connection or with whatever attachment it was tugging on your authenticity of who you really are, okay? And this might have been a connection with someone that you were very passionate about, or something you were very passionate about, or something that you really wanted. But I'm really sensing that this is a person. I could be wrong. It would depend on the person. Take it how it resonates. But I'm sensing that this had to be a intimate connection, okay, that you did not want to release, because there probably was a time where it seemed emotionally fulfilling. But over time, you realize that it did not serve you. Like, it was starting to be the opposite of fulfilling. It started to be draining. And that's why we have the Five of Pentacles here. It was draining. It was pulling at who you really are. Pulling at who you really are and what you know that you could be. It was turning you to the opposite. Okay? And so you had to kind of figure out what you wanted to do, what you wanted. It came to a point where you had to make a decision. You had to make a decision, okay? And it looks like, it's looking like that you've made that decision, or you're in the process of making that decision, because you've seen this attachment for what it really is. This is not divine. It's not aligned. It's toxic. It's bondage. And with that decision that you made, it's turning the wheel. It's turning the wheel of fortune. You're stepping back into what you rightfully deserve. You're stepping back. You're getting aligned with your blessings, with your rewards, with that new beginning, with your prayers being answered. It's coming in. It's coming in. Everything you're seeking is coming in. Yeah. We went from money being untouchable, unobtainable, to money back on the table, blessings flowing in, success, balance, unacquired love. Okay? All of that is coming in for you. Yeah, you made a decision. You allowed your intuition to guide you. You made a decision. Yeah. It just, you made a decision. And it was the right one. Yeah. Your energy is being your energy is being restored. Your emotions are being balanced. Your blessings are coming in. You're back aligned with divine, with God. Yeah. And what you released is bringing back in something that's aligned, something truly fulfilling, something rewarding. Okay? Look at this. We have the Knight of Cups and we have the Two of Cups. Ace of Cups. I'm so proud of you, Libra. This is amazing. You're being restored. What this karmic was trying to take from you or would have taken from you is being restored because you made a decision. You made a decision that you were going to listen to your spiritual team. You were going to listen to God, and you were going to get rid of something that no longer served you, that never served you. Not truly. Maybe temporarily, it might have been something that felt good, spur of the moment. I don't want to say lust because it on your end, it was genuine. But with this person, you weren't never going to get what you were given. Okay? And God seen that. And God seen how much time was going to be wasted on this connection just for you to end up at rock bottom. And your spirit team was like, no, love, no. Let's go ahead and nip this in the bud right now. And it could have been challenging because it's not easy making those type of decisions. And it probably was some things you probably had to go through before ultimately weighing out options and saying, you know what, I gotta let this go. But it's promising that you made this decision. And you made it for yourself. And guess what? With this decision, you are unblocking. With this release, you are being restored. Okay? Everything is being restored. Things are being restored. Restored. You're being restored. What you thought you would lack by leaving this connection is coming back 10 times fold. Okay? So, I love that for you, Libra. I am truly proud of you. Okay? Buckle up and get ready for the turbulence of success and this new love. Take care